What impressed you more tonight, Malcolm's offense or his defense on Barber?
He was complete. I mean, I love complete players. Offensively, he was complete, and then he really spread out. And we did a good job helping him behind. But, he did a good job defensively against Ingram and Allen and then against a different kind of player. So I was really pleased. He was locked in. And, again, the guys that when they set ball screens, we did a pretty good job of sealing Cat. We know how prolific he is, but yeah, he was efficient then. Malcolm offensively, just in the lane, some obviously threes, and I liked what I saw in the second half from everybody. That was a real nice second half for us. Not so much in the first few possessions. I think the first 6 possessions we were slow to positions, weren't fighting, and they have some talent offensively, you can see.
Tony, this may sound like a ridiculous question, but is Malcolm somewhat underrated and overlooked just because he doesn't really do anything flashy, he just plays?
Yeah, I said the people who make decisions at the next level, the ones that want guys that win, that do the things that show up in the win column, he's golden that way. And, I know what he brings to the table. When Malcolm's right, when he's, just has a way about him defensively, when he's efficient offensively, letting the game come, but then being aggressive, just a heck of a player. And he's showing that. And I think just that versatility of guarding different people is really valuable. And I don't know if you mean underrated for the next level, if you're saying, or for just overall, but it just shows up in what he's doing. So, but he's got a nice group with him, and like I said, I'm glad he's playing at such a high level.
Did you have any conversation with London about his three-point shooting after he didn't attempt any at Duke?
Yeah, I thought there were maybe a couple he could have taken at Duke. Duke really put some pressure and heat on us, and they kind of force you to make some plays off the dribble. But there aren't many who have a feel for the game and understand the game and what's needed than London. And if he took stock or at least evaluated, well, I need to give us some shooting, he certainly adjusted and recorrected for this game. But we didn't talk about it. He knows what we need, and I trust him. I really do. And if I need to say something, I will. But he obviously in the second half was terrific with the stroke.
Tony, as good as your backcourt was tonight, Isaiah hit a couple shots and then the 13 rebounds. What did you see out of it?
Well, we needed that. You could see early they're real physical. I think Abu and obviously Freeman, and you know how strong Anya is. They have some guys they really work a high-low game. They're trying to duck you in. And with Cat, what I talked about against Cat, he's so good off the dribble that a lot of times he'll draw the big guys to him and he'll shoot a floater, and then the offensive rebounders, they got lanes or alleys to the rim and go and get offensive rebounds. But because our front line defense was good, meaning we gapped it and our bigs didn't have to overhelp, we could then be in rebounding position, and that we needed Isaiah. His timing was good. He's long. He's not real tall, but he's very long, and he just had a heck of a rebounding game. That might be his high. It is. So we needed that because he got them all. He didn't really leave too many for anybody else. So it was good that he was snatching them and he was alert and anticipated going to it.
Coach, 2 quick questions. Working. One, assessment just as a team about tonight's win, but also the follow-up question is, how's this team going to grow from here? Where do you see it in the stretch?
Yeah, well, I thought tonight we played great team ball, especially in the second half. I mean, you can see it was like the first 5-6 minutes, not real game. In the first half, we were sort of give and take. I thought we tightened up a little bit defensively, and Malcolm hit some big shots to keep us going. But that ball in the second half of how we moved it and shared it, and I don't know if NC State at all wore down or not, but we tried to just have a level of patience and toughness offensively and then really fight defensively. There was much more fight defensively. We need to be really good in both parts. Where do we go from here? I mean, we just prepare. We got now a week to prepare for an excellent Miami team in their court, and we'll use it to get the rest, the preparation, and keep tightening up things. And, I thought Mariel gave us a nice lift. We didn't talk about him. He did a good job at Duke and gave us a nice lift tonight as well. So we can get some of the other guys filling in, like Isaiah doing that, Mariel, Mike, different things. That's important for us.
Yeah, along those lines, you've talked a lot about that third guard spot and needing to get production. Devin had 6 points tonight, 3 assists, 3 steals. How much better does everything run when you're getting something out of that?
Very important. Yep. I mean, whether it's Devin, Mariel, or Darius, kind of been going in that rotation. And because of their size, I didn't use Evan as much. I just decided to go with that rotation. But no, that's important when we can get that on the perimeter. It takes a little, just a load off of Malcolm and London and those guys. Again, Devin's been in the system now for 3 years, and he's understanding it. And Mariel, like I said, has had a nice stretch too as of late.
To keep Barber from getting to the foul line as much as defense,
Yeah.
does that take an extra defensive awareness or
Yes.
defense? How does Malcolm go about doing that?
Absolutely. I think it was, we talked about, again, kind of mentioned that whoever that first initial wave of whoever, Malcolm on the ball, first of all, spreading out and just locking in and not letting them, we say roadblock them. I remember, Justin, everybody saw him on the court getting everybody going. Justin did a good job, I think, last year he really spread out. And Cat's playing with much more confidence and even more off ball screen shooting it. But Malcolm, he was pressure him enough, but had just enough cushion where Cat couldn't quite get by him. But whenever there was a screen, we sealed it, or our guards were in gaps, so he couldn't quite get in there deep. I think it was just make him earn like we do every night. And I thought, if you fell asleep, boom, he'll beat you quick baseline, or he'll hit all he needs is a little crack, and Cat's there because of his quickness. But we did a good job at the initial point of attack, and it kept our rebounders in position. But absolutely, the alertness and awareness had to be against a guy like that, always on. And then they have some shooters on the wings that'll test you if you're not ready.
Well, I'd love to know what your thoughts are on that last play against Duke. Can you talk about the first 6 shots that NC State hit today, and what are you thinking at that point?
I thought we were sluggish. We talked about let's not have a hangover from the Duke game. It was a hard-fought game, and, you don't know how it's going to go. But they went right at us. Our rotations on our post trap were slow. We went under a screen we weren't supposed to, and we just looked dead. And that was a problem, and, that's not us. And I said, you're going to find out the hard way if we don't pick it up. And, our offense kind of kept us attached, but I did not like how we started, but I liked how we finished. So at least we corrected it. But that was disturbing to see how easy they scored.